Here are 10 interesting facts about Whippets. Despite their relatively small stature, Whippets are undeniably one of the best athletes in the dog world. They can do it all, from running at high speeds to jumping. And while they are very impressive in the field, there's more to the Whippet than their natural abilities. The breed is speedy, but they also enjoy the role of man's best friend and are loving and cuddly family pets. Now on to the facts about these dogs that will surely leave you amazed. Fact number 1. They live for speed. Right off the bat, it is necessary to mention that Whippets are incredibly fast. These dogs are easily some of the speediest in the canine kingdom. So just how fast are Whippets? Well, on average, they can reach an astounding 34 miles per hour. But that's only the average. Whippets can actually hit a top speed of 40 miles per hour when running at full stride. For reference, racing greyhounds are about twice the size of Whippets, but only reach a few miles an hour extra, which makes this breed one of the fastest in the world. Fact number 2. They're the bane of balloons. Have you ever heard of canine balloon popping? Well, it is a thing in the Guinness World Records, and apparently this dog sport has been around for several decades now. Essentially, 100 balloons are lined up in a 10 by 10 square, and the dog has to crush every balloon as fast as possible. You may remember a viral video of a Jack Russell popping 100 balloons in roughly 39 seconds. However, 2 years later, a Whippet named Toby destroyed that record. Toby was able to pop all 100 balloons in just 28.22 seconds. That's more than 10 seconds faster than the previous record. Apparently, a lot of time and preparation was needed, and they trained with yellow and blue balloons that are easier colors for dogs to see. So, do you think your dog is up to this challenge? Fact number 3. They are really good at fetch. Yet another impressive Guinness World Record was set in 2012 by a Whippet named Davy for the longest flying disc catch. And since then, no dog has even come close to touching it. The record was set in Canada. The Whippet was able to catch a frisbee thrown 134 yards or 402 feet. What we think is even more impressive is that he also reached a top speed of 40 miles per hour in order to do so. With this incredible speed, it only took Davy 10.5 seconds to make this skillful catch. Davy has become a superstar in the canine community and has his own children's book called The Davy Rule, where the Frisbee champion covers essential topics regarding kindness, curiosity, and acceptance of others. Fact number 4. They'd win the Dog Olympics. A Whippet named Reese is lauded as the fastest individual dog in the world. In December of 2021, this 3-year-old male Whippet ran the 100-yard dash, finishing in an outstanding time of just 5.769 seconds. In fact, Reese was so incredibly fast that he beat the previous year's champion by more than half a second. In the human world, Usain Bolt may be known as the fastest man alive, with his personal best record of 9.56 seconds for the 100-meter dash. But Reese would easily embarrass Usain Bolt any day of the week, and for now remains champion of the dog world. If you are interested in more dog facts and want to learn more about other breeds, check out some of our playlists. It would make our day if you would subscribe to our channel to discover more interesting facts about dogs in the future. Fact number 5. There's a reason for their small size. Whippets were once called the poor man's greyhound. Make no mistake though, this was not a criticism of the breed. This nickname makes a lot more sense if you understand the Whippet's history. At the beginning of the 20th century, dog racing was a massive sport in England, and the primary racing dog breed of choice was the greyhound. However, the problem was that greyhound racing was mainly something only the wealthy could participate in. That wasn't good enough for the poor working class of the textile industry, who also wanted to participate in dog racing. They did not have access to fancy oval tracks, but the men would clear out empty lots, back alleys, or fields to use as tracks. What's more, because greyhounds were more expensive to breed and more costly to keep, the working class used the smaller Whippets as their racing dogs instead. They soon realized that the Whippets were just as fast as greyhounds and never looked back. Times have changed since then, and those fancy oval track races today feature many Whippet dogs in the most prominent racing competitions. Fact number 6. They won't disturb the peace. If you can't stand the incessant barking of some dogs, then the Whippet might be a good choice for you. They are some of the quietest dog breeds you can find. It's why they make such fantastic apartment dogs, so long as you give them enough exercise, that is. That's not to say that the Whippets won't bark at all, but they are much more of a watchdog. This is in part thanks to their old hunting instincts. Originally, Whippets were bred as sight hounds that hunted with sight and speed. That meant they had to be extra quiet so they wouldn't scare off any potential prey. So if your Whippet suddenly starts barking out of nowhere, you should check it out. These dogs don't cry wolf for no reason. Fact number 7. Their name's origin is up for debate. As with many dog breeds, the Whippet's name is a bit of a mystery, Yet, there are plenty of good theories and speculation. According to one etymologist, the name's true origin comes from the word via. For those who understand Latin, it's the word for road. Because of this, it has become the root of many words such as convey, trivial, vibrate, and of course, whip. Whip has been associated for a long time with all things that tend to move quick and fast. And given the Whippet's obvious speed, this sure makes a lot of sense. Yet, that's not the only theory. The Oxford Dictionary instead suggests that the word came partly from a now obsolete early 17th century word that translates to move briskly. Although it's worth noting that the word whippet did exist before the 17th century. According to the Oxford Dictionary, whippet means a lively young woman or a light wench. But for some reason, the word's meaning has changed a few times throughout the centuries, so we don't know for sure, but it's a fun thing to think about. Is there another theory you've heard of about how whippets got their name? Let us know in the comments. Fact number 8. They are built differently. Now that we've repeatedly been reminded how fast and athletic these dogs are, the next question is, how? How is it that whippets can run so very fast and jump so high seemingly without trying? Well, it's all in their body. According to the American Kennel Club breed standard, the Whippet has a gentle arch on its back. Now, this arch performs a very specific function. When these dogs are running in full stride, they have what is called a double suspension gallop. This means these dogs are always in a concave or convex movement while running hard. They either have their legs fully extended or curled up beneath the body. A slight arch shape is required to move like this, and other breeds of dogs with a rigid spine just don't have the flexibility to run as hard as Whippets can. What's your favorite fact about Whippets? Comment below this video and let us know. Fact number 9. They save lives. There's much more to Whippets than being superb athletes and lightning-fast runners. Did you know they have a fantastic sense of smell too? A 13-year-old Whippet named Holly had been trained to alert her owner when she was about to have a diabetes attack. Amazingly, this Whippet can actually use her sense of smell to detect a drop in blood sugar levels. When that happens, the chemical makeup of the human's breath changes. It's very subtle, but a highly trained and capable dog like this Whippet can pick it up. Whenever Holly's owner shows signs of a dangerously low blood sugar level, the dog gets in her face and lets her know something is wrong. She is so good at it that Holly usually alerts her owner before the symptoms even show up. This gives her more time to prepare. According to the owner, this nurse-like Whippet has woken her countless times throughout the night and saved her life. Fact number 10. They are natural-born athletes. It should be no surprise, given the insane athletic nature of the Whippet, that the breed also holds the record for the furthest jump by a dog. ESPN has appropriately nicknamed the Whippet named Spitfire, the Michael Jordan of dogs. It's not only because he can jump extremely far, he can do it all, literally, making him arguably the most athletic individual dog in the entire world. He was even the first dog to jump 31 feet off of a dock. Spitfire also holds the record for speed retrieving. This is where the dog jumps off a dock into a pool of water, then swims to the other side and fetches an object. Spitfire absolutely crushed this event by being the first dog ever to do it in under 4 seconds. And let's remember what took Michael Jordan to the next level. The insane vertical jump of Spitfire is also a world record. This incredible Whippet has a remarkable 8-foot vertical leap. So when it comes to sheer athleticism, is there a dog as impressive as a Whippet? We certainly don't think so.